morning, everyone. It's Monday. I don't remember exactly how many days after my surgery it is, but I'll put it in the title of the video. I have my first follow-up today. I have to go into Manhattan and get likely a speculum exam. I don't exactly know what all is entailed in this visit. I know they need to take a look, poke around, see that everything's progressing. That's good. I have been in contact with my surgeon's office as well, so that's been good. They gave me all kinds of permission to do stuff because things are going so well. They told me that I could sleep on my side again, which my back was infinitely grateful for. My shoulders were just so tired from all the weight being stuck on them and using them so much in place of my legs and everything. So that was a relief. I was cleared to use my bidet again. At low pressure settings. You know, they were like, and I was like, I know, I mean, which is worse, wiping 6 times or having a bidet, so they let me do that. Bunch of other minor stuff, like they authorized me to use non-overnight pads, something a little more sane for spotting, which is basically what I'm doing. So I've been able to use much lighter, much easier pads that work with my own underwear, which was nice. The limiting factor with my own underwear was really the breathability and the fact that I have a blistered scar on my hip, which has largely cleared up now, so I feel comfortable putting stuff on it again. That being said, I'm not eager to get back in a car today and have a seatbelt rub on it, because that's what happened the day I did this the first time. Yeah, that's fun. I plan to take an Oxy before heading out the door today, which is a scary med, and I need to up my laxatives to counter those effects. But honestly, given that last time I took Oxy probably about 3 hours before I got in the car, which may have been too early. I was swearing the entire way back and breathing through my teeth, and when I just got in my house, I just started sobbing. So I don't want to replicate that experience going to them and then having to come back. So I'm going to pop some Oxy. I have it. So precisely for stuff like this. I'm remarkably mobile. I've been able to shower on my own. I've been able to get up and do most things myself, which is great. I'm still not messing with the stairs in my house. So everything that involves downstairs, which is largely food prep and bringing up, cups of cranberry juice, because I thought I might be getting a UTI, and I was like, oh, the cranberry juice isn't gonna hurt. So, plus changing my pad more frequently, all that. They think I'm on top of everything, which is exactly what I should be doing. Yeah, so stuff like that. I'm not doing myself yet, but I strongly value my independence, and this has been an experience for me. Anyway, I've been keeping up with my dilation schedule. I actually happened to be doing it during a lunar eclipse last night, and I'm like, this is some kind of black magic ritual that I'm performing. I don't know. But that ties in, because I'm pretty convinced that my surgeon's technique involves sorcery of some variety or another, because there's no way that this is all just this magical. On the subject of TMI with this, I have found that things turn on, at least, so that's good. I haven't gotten to O yet, but she works. And I'm still in shock of exactly how different that all feels. I expected roughly the same sensations, just in like different locations, that kind of thing, but no, this is totally different. Oh my God, it is so different and so good, and in all the right ways. It's just shockingly different. And I was, describing to Teresa, like, what those sensations felt like, and she was just nodding along like, yep, that's what it feels like. I'm like, oh, I have been missing out. So my exact words were, How do you get anything done? Anyway, I've eaten breakfast. I can therefore take my meds. There's like a bunch every 2 hours. I'm doing something. My schedule is pretty tight, but that was what it took to stagger all the meds so that I wouldn't have a gap where I'm not feeling great. I'm actually thinking of pulling back on my meds a little bit, and I'll re-examine that after today. Not gonna mess with that on a day when I definitely need Oxy. My bruises are looking better. There's more on that arm. Let me reposition the shoulder sleeve here. Yeah, that's looking much better. And we got this arm over here. It's looking a lot better. Coming along there. At some point I might show my belly button and my hip. I can show this arm though. That's where they tried to put one IV in and it was not going to happen, and they apologized to me profusely for that. This one looks bruised, but not bad. And this one the swelling has gone down immensely. I'm able to bend back a lot more with less pain. There's still a bump there. Can't quite do everything yet, but my hand works, and that was a concern at the time because it was doing some scary stuff while I was in the hospital and after. So I think I'll be okay. I just need to give that more time. Anyway, the scars. This is the first time in my life I've had dissolvable stitches that have actually dissolved. I'm keeping up with Bactroban, putting it on the spot on my back that blistered and those two spots where I had the stitches and everything, and just trying to keep everything clean and covered and, going. So the scabs picked off that last night from the blisters, and what's left is kind of red, but not, I wouldn't say irritated. I just had a scab picked off it. So that is a natural part of my healing process with scabs and stuff, so that's very normal for me. And honestly, I look pretty good. I was expecting way more incisions. I was expecting like much more visible scarring, and at least on my abdomen, we're doing great. I'm impressed. I'm amazed. That's why I think there was, some sort of sorcery involved. My labia are still comprised primarily of stitches, and that's not fun, but I've been told that in about a week they'll be able to take some of those off, and I'm hoping some today, maybe. We'll see. They're definitely going to trim some of them because some of them are just in really bad placements. Like I have this one stitch right at the top that points directly out from my skin and catches on my underwear, my pads, just everything. And I'm like, oh, make that one go away. We'll see what they can do. Like I said, I don't exactly know what this appointment is. Oh, and they were supposed to set me up with physical therapy. And they keep saying over and over again, oh yeah, we'll do that. And then nothing happens, and still nothing has happened. And that's concerning. If my insurance will pay for it and I can get there, I'm totally down for doing that. I don't understand the problem. I've said yes half a dozen times and nothing has happened. And I know for a fact that a friend of mine who had her surgery exactly the same day I did has already been in. So I don't get the problem. This is what I mean about my luck, they just get passed over sometimes. And my luck is also such that I'm doing well without it. But anyway, dilation. So I am doing it 4 times a day. I'm still stuck on the second smallest one. I have managed to get to the one I'm supposed to be at, which is the third one, for about a grand total of 6 minutes. It's hard, and I really think that a large part of that is the stitches that are on my introitus. I think it just makes everything more difficult, and I know that I need them because it's holding everything together right now, and it's probably for the best. But once I'm healed to the point where those can come out, I think everything will be so much easier after that. So we'll see what happens today. My plan is to come downstairs before I have to leave, because it's going to be such a tedious process to get down those stairs, and not to mention scary. I've fallen down those stairs twice before in the same day. It's a little scary. So I'm going to take it easy and be safe. That's the plan. Okay, here we go. I made it safely down the stairs without incident, which is a plus. Definitely gonna have to eat before I take some Oxy and all that. Trying to keep on top of everything, like I've been saying. Yeah, I'm pretty scared. Not looking forward to this at all, especially with no idea like what I'm walking into and knowing I'm gonna be alone. But I got this. And honestly, I lost my dignity in the hospital. It's not coming back, so whatever it takes, right? Wish me luck, y'all. So I'm here in the waiting area of my doctor's office, and I'm a half hour early, but the place is totally empty, and that's really weird. Please give me an opportunity to privately go to the bathroom and set up my waffle cushion and sit down. The ride here was painless, all but painless. Like there was 1 or 2 bumps where I was like, ugh. But Oxy works. I'm curious to see how the return trip's gonna go. I'm not gonna take the second Oxy that I did bring with me, just in case. I'm kind of curious how my pain level will be with that. So yeah, I'm about to have my first speculum exam. Good stuff. Later, y'all. The fact that they're chasing around a bagel is just the most New York thing I've ever seen in my life. Stop making me giggle. I got a vlog to do. I'm home, and I don't like speculum exams. I got an A, but that's not the point. You're so cute. No, they said I'm doing great, which we knew. There is some irritation that I have to put Aquacel on, which is a sort of it's like gauze, but it doesn't stick. They just want to keep me from like chafing it and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, great, let's do that. Doesn't feel awesome. I'm just so tired. But I was able to cook for myself today, because by the time you go down the stairs, you might as well.
Yeah, you might as well do what you can down there.
Exactly. I got to see the backyard. It's so green now.
Until the landscapers kill all the clover.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious when they're coming. I was going to like walk around back there when I got back, but 1, the ride back was much rougher for multiple reasons. And 2, the grass was so high that I'm like, slip-on shoes? I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
But like, mow the lawn. My neighbor, or my neighbors, I should say, they both went in on it. Bought the house a pizza that says get well soon from both of them, and had it delivered, and that's incredibly sweet. We hate pizza. No, it was very sweet, and you know, I was just like, oh, you know what? It's not for me or Teresa. It's for my roommates.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine.
They'll enjoy it.
Yeah, they'll eat it. So that was very nice of them. They obviously watched me struggle down the stairs, but we're not going to talk about that.
But they've also seen you chase turkeys away.
They know I'm a real BA at heart. Yeah, so just, she thinks I'm doing great with everything I'm doing for taking care of myself and everything. Oxy is good, y'all. I could easily understand where this would mess up someone's life. It's good stuff. My roommate suggested that I should take it while I'm there, like right before I go back, because the ride back was way worse than the ride in. And not just because like the Oxy had worn off or anything like that, but because the road is rougher physically on the way back. For whatever reason, it's worse. Much worse. So I kind of agree. I think that's what I might do next time, because the way in was like nothing. So, but I was also on Oxy at the time. So I've upped my laxatives for today to try to make sure that I don't get backed up, because Oxy has that effect. Because that could be really bad with my recovery, because you're not supposed to strain your pelvic floor at all. And right now I'm just gonna sleep. I'm so tired. It was so much. But I'm really glad I made myself like a nice dinner. I had a bunch of pre-made burger patties, veggie burger patties in the freezer. And I heated those up with some buns that were also frozen and some cheese that I had in the fridge. And I did that with some takeout, which was just fries and a cookie and a like vanilla smoothie. And I was like, yeah, I did something nice for myself.
Yeah.
It's a big day.
Yeah,
You know,
you deserved a little treat.
Absolutely. Speculum exams are a rite of passage,
Yeah.
but
Oof.
I have 6 more of them before next May. Can we just like talk about that perspective for a moment? A friend of mine was like, oh, I haven't been in a while. I'm like, if I can do 7 in a year, I think you can do 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not about to sympathize with you. Like, just take care of your vagina. I don't care. Okay. Let's find something for you to do while I sleep. Because that's seriously my entire night plan. Like, I have to dilate twice more tonight, and that's it. Like, that's my entire plan.
Yeah.
I messed up my whole schedule because I had it all laid out and it was perfect, and then I had to leave my house for 4 hours
Yeah.
for a 20-minute visit.
Yeah.
Side note, do you have any idea how weird it is having medical notes that comment on the status of your clitoris?
I can't say I've
That's
had an
really weird.
experience.
Like, I had a doctor, or RN technically, say to me today, oh, hey, have you had an orgasm? And I had to answer
Yeah.
because it's medically relevant.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, we always encourage you to explore around. I'm like, yeah, why don't you cut off some of those stitches?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going there until the stitches are gone.
Yeah, that would be a rough time.
No, yeah, literally. It's like, hey, do you like the feeling of barbed wire?
Some people might.
I don't know what people are into. All I know is it just feels wrong. It's like, yeah, no, I don't. That's not the texture I was hoping for. Anyway, so that was my doctor's visit today. Later, y'all.
Later.
Hey, y'all. I am completely ready for bed. And if you can't tell, completely exhausted. Honestly, if I had to summarize my entire experience with all of this, it's that it's just so unbelievably draining. I feel so tired. And I know throughout this whole vlog series I've said the same thing like 100 times. I'm just so tired. And it's like no amount of sleep helps. I spent like 3 hours napping tonight and I still feel completely exhausted. I'm just so tired. And like a soul level tired. It's not a sleep thing. Sleep barely touches it. I'm just so drained. I'm so tired. Oh, I look like crap. I'm gonna post this video tomorrow. There's just no way I can stay up late enough to edit it tonight. Oh, I'm so tired. And honestly, the worst part of all of this was getting thrown off my routine. My routine was how I was avoiding this level of exhaustion. But like also anytime I go down those stairs and leave this house, it's probably going to be like that. It's just so much. It did feel really good to do that, though, to walk into a different building, to sit on a different piece of furniture in my house. You know, it was nice. I got to see my backyard and all the green in it. It's just really empowering in a lot of ways, but also, like I said, just completely exhausting, completely routine busting. Ugh. By far the most frustrating part of my day is that my surgeon's office is supposed to set me up with a pelvic floor physical therapist. And they were supposed to see me before my surgery so they could like do a baseline and all this stuff. And I mentioned it to my doctor today, who was taking a look around at me. And she said, I'm going to talk to the manager. That's messed up. That shouldn't happen. Like, you've said 6 or 7 times you want to do this and no one's called you. I'm like, yeah. So I got a call back from them. And they offered, hey, can you come tomorrow or the next day? And I said, well, I've got my roommate right here, who's my only source of transportation because I'm currently not allowed to take public transit for reasons I fully support. And let me ask them. And sure enough, they were like, yeah, no, I'm working both of those days because I didn't get told I need them. And I'm like, I agree. She's like, we can work something. No. So I said, what do you got for next week? And they're like, oh, nothing. So I'll call you back. And they never did. And it's going to be I'm inflexible or something. And I'm like, I'm disabled. I can't just do that. I can't spontaneously show up tomorrow or the next day without arranging transportation. Like, I could probably take an Uber or something, but like that's starting to just be ridiculous. And like I have to sit on a waffle cushion and all that. Like, I don't even know how that would work logistically. It's just, you know, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating because I'm doing everything right and they're the ones messing this up and I can do nothing about it. So I guess I'll wait. And I go back next week, and if I still have nothing, I'm still going to keep complaining. And I don't know what else to do. The truth of it is, I don't think I necessarily need the physical therapy. Everything's going really great for me. I'm like pleasantly boring. But why not have the extra help? You know, it's not that I'm unwilling to arrange transport. It's that it's not feasible to do so in 1 day or 2. Like, that's just not a thing that I can do. In what universe can a person just drop everything and do that? Like, yeah, I'm doing nothing else right now, but my ride isn't, you know? And like, it's not even like I have another friend who could do that. Like, it's just not feasible to do that on that short notice, and I don't think that's unreasonable. All I know is that I'm way too tired to think about any of this right now. So I'm going to go to sleep and still feel tired in the morning, but at least I'll have slept. And I'll keep fighting, and I'll keep working, and I'll keep doing the things that I need to do. Apparently I'm staying very much on top of everything with this, and they're really happy with me and my progress. I'm just so tired. So I'm going to try to rest a lot tomorrow. That should help. I only have to do meds every like 2 hours or so, so I'm darn sure gonna only be awake when I need to be. Won't be better than I slept in the hospital, but it will be sleep. Okay. So that's all for today, y'all. Have a good night. And Cherish the energy you have. Sleep is great. Good night, y'all.